If the rights of one man is threatened, rights of all of you are diminished. With these noble and powerful words of John F. Kennedy, I, Shashank, Assistant Commandant ITBP, would like to present my view, negating the motion. Well, friends, the topic of the day says the existing legal and institutional framework is sufficient to ensure protection of human rights in India. Prima facie tends to create an impression as if these rights are provided by the government institutions, which is utterly untrue. A person by virtue of his birth carries them till his grave. While they might have been codified in recent times, but to say that they are a recent creation is misleading ourselves. My friends arguing in favor of the motion would likely argue about Indian Constitution, fundamental rights, directive principles, human rights codes and what not. But they would deliberately deny the reality that despite existing institutional paraphernalia, human rights scenario in India tends to be questionable. Where does the basic human rights framework vanish when the basic rights of civilians are blatantly violated? Or when the colonial laws of sedition or defamation are presently as blatantly used for petty parochial political gains? Or does the framework go into oblivion when under the guise of counter-terrorism operations, there are fake encounters and extrajudicial disappearances? Friends, let's not deny the fact there are massive evidences for human rights violation in internal security prone areas. Where were our democratic checks and balances when in Conan ports for an overnight incident, somewhere between 23 to 100 women were raped by security personnel? Friends, we are not a banana republic. We claim to be a robust and a resilient democracy which has shown its prowess over a period of time. We have a rule of law, not rule of men. And in such a state, there can be no space for unbridled and unchecked power to any section of the society. Do my friends even know that Indian Police Act still dates back to 1861? It is still colonial in nature. Committees after committees have been formed without any impact. Do my friends even have justification for the fact that on an average 5 people have died in the police custody? Were they not entitled to human rights? Or how will you justify the fact that 67% of the prisoners in India are under trial? Are under trials not entitled to free, fair and swift trial? They definitely are. Or how can you justify the fact that 40% of the complaints received by NHRC are against the very police which we represent? Are these not entitled to human rights? They definitely are. As a member of police force, I often feel disheartened by the fact that police, which often should be a first port of call, has become a measure of last resort. The kind of fear psychosis which the word police has generated often dismantles me. Is it not something which should alarm us? Definitely it should. Now let us come across to the institution under the umbrella of which we all have gathered. Everybody was praising NHRC. Do any of you feel that NHRC has conducted itself according to Paris principles? If it was the case, then why police should have had to call NHRC as India's teasing illusion? India's teasing illusion, my friends, it is a shameful act. And the legal police should have is a legal luminary, let me tell you all. Since you all are tech-savvy individuals, you all might have seen our CRPF brothers were heckled by some misguided Kashmiri youth in Kashmir. Were those soldiers not entitled to human rights? Or we, by virtue of our uniform, not entitled to human rights? We definitely are. Neither you could protect the human rights of soldiers in uniform, nor you could protect the human rights of fellow tribals who are every year displaced for some mega project. How will you justify the rising number of developmental refugees who are each year thrown out of their land for some mega project or some mega dam or some mega industrial project? Do my friends even know what happened in Niyamgiri Hills under the name of bauxite mining? Or do my friends even have the knowledge that whole problem of left-wing extremism is nothing but a manifestation of denial of basic rights to tribals? Friends, let us not deny the reality that Iram Sharmila was kept into custody for 16 long years. 16 long years is a very long duration. Even Mahatma Gandhi was not kept into custody by the British for such a long time. How will you deny the fact that women of Northeast had to go for a nude protest against the atrocities committed by the ill-minded segments of the security forces? Friends, let's not deny the reality that human rights are the pillars of democracy without which one cannot live a dignified life. Before I forget, let me remind you India's rank in Human Development Index, 130 out of 180 countries. I would like to ask you all, how many of you are proud of it? Frankly, I am not. I need improvements. When the large chunk of the people is denied of a dignified life, do you want to in the years to come? Is it not the right time to have fundamental reforms in our framework? Definitely is. With this, I would like to make a submission and like to request you all that the existing legal frameworks and institutions are not sufficient to ensure protection of human rights and need a fundamental reform. Jai Hind.